What's up, internet? My name's Ori. Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream. Today is Tuesday, October 3rd, day number 63 inside the Big Brother house. A lot to go over. Where we left off on yesterday's update, we had Cameron, HOH, and veto winner nominating Felicia and Mimi, but after winning the veto, suggests that maybe we can backdoor Cory. He does this to Bowie, to Blue, but also to Matt and Jag, who push back on it. They're not 100% sold because it's not great for their game. They're closely aligned with Cory and with Cameron. So even though it's good for him to be able to take that shot, they know that neither of them are going to be putting them on the block. And if they're there, that's less likely for people to put both Matt and Jag on the block. So they kind of push back on it, making Cameron also cool on it as well, still wanting to work with them and still wanting to do it, but not wanting to go against them because he wants to make the fugitives work. Today was all about the veto ceremony, though. Would Cameron use it, even though it kind of seemed like he was backing off of it? Again, he still wanted to. Or would he keep his nominations the same? And yeah, well, we'll get to that. He blames Blue, though, very early on to Cory and says, you know, Blue was actually putting your name out there. And he's like, just want to let you know, she wants me to put you up as a renom. Cory's like, damn, well, was it just her? Like, was it only her, or were other people on board with this? Cameron said, well, you know, Matt and Jag, they weren't completely on board with it, meaning they knew enough, right? For Cory, that would be enough. And Cam asked him, like, hey, don't tell America, right, that I told you any of this. He immediately goes and tells America right away. But what he says is, you know what, Blue wanting me to go up, he gets, right? Like, that doesn't bother me. It's Matt and Jag not telling him that it was a potential possibility. That worries him, right? Why wouldn't they have told him anything? At the veto meeting, it wasn't used, but Felicia apparently called Cory out at the meeting. I don't know if it was just kind of a last-ditch effort. Like, she knew that it probably was going to be her who is voted out if things stayed the same. So she really wanted that veto to be used. So maybe this was just like if he's going up, great. If not, maybe I can say something that gets him to go up. And that was a thing. America apparently defended him to Felicia, but she got called out as well. And you know, does make a really good point that, you know, if it wasn't for Cory, Felicia wouldn't even be here, right? Like, he was the one who really helped push and make sure that the votes were there to keep her instead of Izzy, and him and Matt were really the swings in that. If it wasn't for them two flipping, Felicia would not be in the house right now. Cameron did, though, after the veto meeting, tell Jag that he told Cory about him saying, like, hey, Blue was pushing, you know, his name. And it was like just in time, because eventually Cory had the meeting with Jag where he's like, hey, like, what was going on, right? So Jag wasn't blindsided by those questionings, and he was just like, yeah, dude, it was like late last night. It was mainly Blue. Cameron really didn't seem even that interested in it, but like, we were like, no, like, not gonna happen. But he's like, it was such like a non-thing, and it's like, come on, like, you knew, right? Like, he plays it off really well. But if Cory came to him without Cameron telling him that he knew about that, that might have blindsided Jag a little bit, been like, oh no, but he played it off really well. So I still think Cory is not 100% believing in it fully. Like, he's getting more questions, and he was already having questions even before this week about how truthful they've been to him and America. And America's also been saying she's been having weird vibes. So we'll see how this kind of continues with them two. And what's amazing is, even though Matt and Jag were really fighting to keep Cory, like, Cameron was the one who was like, let's backdoor him, right? Like, let's do this. It actually, like, they were doing it for their game and, like, you know, for Cory's game as well. But it seems to have actually put Cameron in a far better spot than he was and a better spot than he would have been if he did backdoor Cory. Because now he's in a much better spot with Cory in America, where they trust him a lot more because he didn't backdoor Cory, and he kind of proven like, hey, when I'm in power, I have not gone after you. I've gone after other people. I want to work with you. Matt and Jag come off a little bit sketchy now to Cory, even more than they were before, and he's starting to kind of realize like, hey, maybe I need to worry about them more and more. Blue and Cory now are going to be going against each other hardcore, instead of Cory potentially going after Cameron or Blue potentially going after Cameron. Cirie's kind of working with him. Like, Cameron actually is set up really well. Like, the one person that probably is got the most issue with him going into the next week would be Mimi, right? And that's just the danger kind of what's happening this week. And he's sending Felicia, Mimi's closest ally. He's got really no relationship with her as far as game goes, and he just put her on the block, right? Like, there's no avoiding that, right? But other than that, who's going to be going after Cameron next week? Not Bowie, not Jag, not Matt. Maybe they do, but I think they also feel like Mimi is a bigger threat to them right now. And if they get Mimi out, they know Cameron's not going after them, right? Cameron's not going to put them on the block. So why would they go after Cameron? And Cory in America now, why would they go after Cameron? Cameron's actually found himself in a really great position, almost by doing what he shouldn't have done and what others wanted him to do, if that makes any sense at all. He should have backdoored Cory, because it would have made more sense. But by not backdooring Cory, because Jag and Matt didn't want him to, he now ends up in a better position than if he would have backdoored him in the first. I love this. I love this season and how crazy it's been. There is still potential now, because obviously with nominations staying the same, it seems like Mimi and Felicia will be, one of them will be going home on Thursday. And it seems like it's going to be Felicia right now. Both of them are, making their attempts to kind of interact with people. Mimi's been doing this for a while, where she's been staying up later at night with the people who stay up late, like Cory and America and Jag, Matt, basically the alliance in the house. Blue stays up really late. Cameron's been staying up later with them as well. Bowie on occasion. Cirie goes to bed really early. And Felicia as well. Bowie will be the one to go to bed usually first in that group. Yeah, and then after that, just sporadically, right? Eventually, like, sometimes Cory will go, Mimi, Jag, Blue, just whatever. But Mimi's been doing a good job of kind of getting in with them anyway, so it doesn't seem like, oh, she's just doing it now to get in with us at this moment because she's on the block, right? So it feels kind of natural for her to be doing it anyway. But Cory's made points before this where he's like, hey, maybe it actually would be better to get Mimi out this week, right? Like, why get Felicia out, right? Kind of the reasons we talked about, where it's like, yeah, like, maybe she's a worry in jury, but I think, that's a worry you could have about anyone. You could beat Felicia in anything. Are you really worried about, Mimi is somebody that you can really worry about. If it's a physical competition, she can possibly beat you. If it's a mental competition, she could probably beat you. She has a chance in a lot more kind of competitions. Felicia, sure, she won an HOH, but it's the crapshoot ones. Anyone has a chance at winning those, whether it's Mimi or Felicia. But there are certain competitions where Mimi has a much better chance to beat you than Felicia would. Maybe now's a chance to take her out. But also, I feel like Mimi would be, like, Cory would be better off if Mimi's there, right? Mimi would be better for Cory's game, but he's making the proposal that, hey, maybe we shouldn't keep her. So who knows? We could be seeing Flip. We haven't had a Flipadelphia in a really long time. Maybe we have to do it soon. I don't think so. But we'll see how this week goes. But for now, it seems like Felicia will be going. We have an episode tonight. It'll be the veto episode, I guess, which will be kind of weird that it's like so early. I have a feeling that I'm going to like the new schedule and how it's going, right? Because they've got evictions on Thursdays. Friday is when they'll do nominations. Saturday will be when they do the actual veto competition. Sunday, we get the episode that's nominations and HOH if we haven't seen that. So it's kind of like a very kind of quick-ish turnover, but the normal turnover for a Sunday episode. But there's also a really quick turnaround from the veto ceremony, which is still on Mondays, to the Tuesday episode. There is potential we might get like to be continued like veto ceremony type things, which would be kind of a bummer. But I could see that, especially because we're going to have so many days between the veto episode and the eviction episode, which it being that Wednesday completely all the way till Thursday. So there's a lot that we could have on that Thursday episode if they wanted to include it. That would happen on the Wednesday, which always has a lot of back and forth and potential good game talks. But we'll see. We'll see how this goes with the edit and how everything is, but it is what it is. Let's go, and this will be the official alliance chart that we have going forward for this week. I'm going to probably put it over on Twitter and over on Reddit. So if you guys want to check it out and have it for yourself, you can look for those there. But this is pretty much what we have. There are a few little minor changes I've made, things that I've kind of gotten rid of now at this point. Like we had the 4-person group of America, Cory, Mimi, and Felicia. At this point, that's over with, so I just kind of got rid of it. Yes, you maybe could even get rid of the brown sugar babes at this point, but I kept it on for now. Belgium, which maybe they'll rename themselves. There's lots to talk about that. There is kind of like the 5-person group that's kind of happening with Jag, Matt, Cameron, America, and Cory, which has kind of really become a thing. There's still the writer's room and the sirens, but, you know, they're lesser kind of pairings that only really are going to matter if the main duo gets taken out, which for Mimi, I think is why, if she stuck around, it's actually probably good for Cory's game more than it would be if Felicia stuck around, because she's just not going to be as strong of an ally to Cory than Mimi would be. Other than that, not too many changes that we've had over the past few days. You've got over on the other side with Blue and Cirie, that duo, but underneath lots of pairings that we have under there. Kind of on one side of the Minutemen, you have all of the stuff with Cory and America. On the other side, all the stuff that they have with Blue and Bowie, really kind of all over on that side over there. Yeah, I think that's probably the best way to put it. There is kind of the 6-person group over there with Bowie and Mimi in there, but other than that, pretty much on one side, it's Minutemen and Blue and Bowie. On the other side, it's the Minutemen, Cory and America. So you got stuff like the Fugitives. You've got the 5-person group with Blue and Bowie kind of replacing Cory and America. Then you've got the group underneath there with, you know, the Fugitives plus Blue. You've also got the Fugitives plus Bowie. There's the Minutemen with Blue and Cirie. There's the Minutemen with Blue, the Minutemen with Bowie, the Minutemen with Cirie. Basically, the Minutemen are kind of in a million alliances with everybody in the house, and at this point, they're in a great spot. But as far as the target right now, it was locked on to Cameron by a lot of people. But at this point, I don't think there's many people looking at Cameron anymore as a possible target going forward. So we'll see how that all plays out, but let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below.
If you like this video, make sure you subscribe below or click the like button. I can give you more videos from the toilet, no worries at all. Yeah!
Other than that, late night, there's not much else to report. Pretty much just little games of hide from America, which were kind of funny at different points, but no real game talk or anything moving forward. It's all just about what's going to happen with Mimi and Felicia, who will end up being evicted on Thursday. Let me know what you guys are thinking in the comments down below. Who will be evicted? Will it be Mimi? Will it be Felicia? My money right now is on Felicia, but we'll see how that all goes. Also, what do you guys think of who is now in the best position in the house? Do you still think it's Matt and Jag? Or do you think Cameron might have gotten himself into a really good spot? Cory seems to have kind of developed into a better spot than he was even just 24 hours ago. So let me know what you guys are thinking in those comments down below. If you guys are new here, hit that subscribe button. You like this video, hit that like button, hit that notification bell. You'll never miss a video. You'll never miss a stream, especially this Thursday. So I'm really excited for this. We've got our live streams that we're going to be doing every Thursday. It's going to be a lot of fun. I had so much fun on the first one. This is going to be the second week now we're doing it. It's going to be a lot like these videos for the very first part of it. So like the first like 15, 20, maybe even 30 minutes, depending how much we have to go over, are going to be just like my regular videos where there's not going to be much interacting with the chat. You guys can get in there and start chatting away and join the conversation as we're going. And then once we get past the regular update, which I know so many of you guys kind of love just how I do these very, to the point, not with a lot of filler, and just kind of get across what's really going on and trying to explain it the best way I can. So those are always going to be the start of every stream. But after that, that's when the real fun begins, and we kind of get into chatting with everybody in the chat. We're going to be talking about Survivor, The Amazing Race, The Traders Canada. I don't know if anybody watched it, but it's got a lot of really cool stuff, like Erica, the winner of what was it, season 43, 42 of Survivor. She's on there. Koozie from BB Can 11, Kevin Martin from BB Can 3 and 5 are all on it. It's had the first episode yesterday, so really excited to see how that all goes. So we'll probably end up talking about that on the live stream, just plus a whole lot more. There's a couple of cool ideas that we're going to do during the stream as well that I think are going to be a lot of fun, where you guys get to kind of control where things are going to happen. Maybe like your own veto. All right, dropping big hints. But we'll see how that all goes. It's going to be a lot of fun, so make sure you're there on Thursday. Should start around 7:30 is what I'm aiming for those Thursday streams. Give or take. You never quite know, but that's what I'm aiming for, is around 7:30. So make sure you're there. If you're not there, you can still watch it afterwards and after the fact, catch up on just the Big Brother stream or any of the chats we're having on other stuff. I'm going to have chapters in the video itself, so you can watch the stream and skip around and see just the portions of the video that you might be interested in at that moment if you can't keep up with all the shows at the time. If you want to hear my thoughts on something afterwards as well. So we're going to try and label that all stuff up real nicely as well during the stream. But yeah, thank you guys all so much for the support. We are just grinding away here. We're so close to 9,000. So if you are making it all the way to the end of this video, smash that like button and let me know in the comments down below all the stuff that you're thinking about what's been going on in the show, things on the channel, anything that you would like to see moving forward as well, ideas. I want to listen to all you guys, the things that you guys want to see. That's the stuff I want to create and do more of. So let me know down in the comments down below. Thank you guys again all so much for watching, and I will see you next time.